Okay, so hopefully you were able to figure out what Clomid does in males. We will discuss that further when I return. But next, we're going to just be doing some basic notes. The thing that I do want you to be able to refer to, though, is the diagrams that I have printed out. So please make sure that you've gone and asked the substitute for these, or hopefully they've given them to you. Okay. Couple things I want you to be really aware of are these signs of pregnancy. So presumptive signs, probable signs, and positive signs. You're going to need to know these, okay? So please make sure you understand them. We will discuss some of these throughout our next set of notes, but just I wanted to bring your attention to those. Um, the diagram of the amniotic sac is also going to be an important diagram to refer to. And then lastly, the difference, well, so sorry, not lastly. So dilation diagram is going to be important as well as the comparison of false labor to true labor. Okay. But again, the main one that I really want you to make sure that you're looking at is table 18-1, signs of pregnancy. Okay, so let's start talking about some of these, and I'm going to break it up into multiple videos because, again, I only have 5 minutes, okay? So our next set we're going to talk about is pregnancy and embryonic development. So the egg fertilization, if we remember, can happen anywhere from 12 to 24 hours after ovulation. It forms the zygote, which is that fertilized egg. So the sperm has now met the egg and is joined both pairs of chromosomes from male and female. And the zygote moves down the uterine tube or fallopian tube into the uterus, which is then known as the blastula, the zygote is, and it embeds in the endometrium. The placenta is then, so that triggers the placenta to start to develop. Which is a temporary endocrine gland. It is what is responsible for respiration and nourishment for the embryo / fetus. Okay. So remember that it is considered an embryo at approximately 9 weeks and then becomes a fetus until birth. Or, I'm sorry, the embryo for approximately 9 weeks, and then it is the fetus until birth. The amnion is a fluid-filled sac which is attached to the embryo by the umbilical cord. And then as a reminder that the word parturition is also an important term. Let you go back to video 1 to review that. Okay. And that is some just key terms about the embryonic development. Okay. So next we are going to talk about the placenta in more detail. So estrogen and progesterone are needed to help develop that placenta, and so that's what really triggers that.